Got the shredder today, got the bins today. Just going to be controlling some trees, some garden trees, and this is a must. Trees are gorgeous, and no matter how small they are, they still grow. So we're just going to reduce these, but they still want a bit of privacy. So this is an acer, this one's an acer, this one's a mix between I think it's a plum, and I forget what the other, there's two trees mixed in. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or it grew like that. And then this one's a cherry. So what we're going to do is just basically take the lower branches off, let some light in, because this grass here doesn't grow. There's nothing I can do, and it ruins the border. But they're also just getting out of control now, and this is why you've got to just contain garden trees. You can't leave them, because although they're small, yeah, but the garden's only small. So we'll get on with that. That's another thing about jobs as well. These ladders are the 8-foot version, and we've got 12-foot as well. But the last thing on my mind was to bring the 12-foot. I didn't think we needed them. And to be honest, we can do the job with these 8-foots. But what I'm muttering on about is you don't realise, like, the height of the tree. You know, you wouldn't do wrong bringing the 12s if you wanted them. But I'm just saying, you think 8s are going to be absolutely massive, and they're not. So it's just something to bear in mind. Acers are probably one of my favourite trees, if not my most favourite, but you still have to cut them and prune them, otherwise they're just gonna look worse at the end of the day, because they'll be squashed and they'll be hitting fences and roofs. Anyway, they need pruning. Yeah, but a little bit heavier, Now this jasmine as well, I'm going to take it out simply because it's starting to grow up into the trees. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't warrant its space there. I'd rather get that out and get something else in that's better. Probably pyracantha or something like that. Probably one of my favourites. It's got the flowers, got the berries. Birds love it. It's, you know, what more can you ask for? So something anyway to replace that. I'm just going to remove these two lower branches that are just above the ladders, only because they are actually growing. I don't know if you can see because it's a bit dark, but the branch is growing and it's sort of not quite yet, but it's going underneath the tiles. So if I just cut it back a bit, it'll just grow again. So I'm going to take these back to the trunk, which they're probably high enough if that shed wasn't there. But anyway, they're coming off. Another thing which I hate, which can't be helped, and I'm sure a lot of you have done this, is once you've popped your head up over the fence and you start cutting a tree, you suddenly see there's neighbours in the window opposite look up and see you, and you know, they're a bit startled because obviously you're not looking in, but you're facing them anyway. So yeah, there's nothing you can do. Just I usually wink or wave or, you know, nod my head. So touch wood, we've not been moaned at because, you know, you're just doing your job. But as I say, they're not expecting some head to be in the trees opposite them. They're just relaxing, doing the dishes or something, or whatever. But anyway, I'm sure you've all done it. I was right about the ladders though. I thought the 8 foot would be adequate, and they're simply not. So what I'm going to do is they do adjust. I'm going to take the legs up as much as I can. Probably gives me another 2 foot. And then I'll try my best to reach. I mean, it grinds me because we've got 12 foots and we've got extending ladders as well if need be, but I just didn't think we needed them. Anyway, that's by the by. So I'll raise them up, and if I can't do it, I mean, we've always got the right tools. We've got long reach loppers and we've got the long reach chainsaw, so it's all possible. It's just I wanted to be in control and do it by hand. So we'll see how we get on with this now. Okay, so again, the trees want to be kept and saved and obviously regrow into a nice smaller shape. So I'm going to thin this one out. I'm going to take some of the insides out, reduce it at the sides and obviously at the height. So let's get on with that. That's more or less the pruning done, to be honest. There's a few straggly bits. Just have to get a few of them with the secateurs. And as you can see, all the branches have mounted up as usual. So the ones I can reach, I'll get them with the secateurs, and then for any that are just out of reach, I'll get the long reach loppers. Okay, well, I'd say that was about it, and let's have a look from over here. So that looks better. Can't quite see the eggs there. So all we'll do is get the shredder around. And I wanted to video these branches getting shredded in real time to just show you how quick the chipper gets rid of them. Unfortunately, when I went to check the phone, it said no storage, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to get something sorted because we can't go on like this. Yeah, so I'm sorry, there's only a couple of seconds of shredding action. Very disappointing, I must add. And that's it, it's most importantly cleaned up, tidied. We have cut the grass, but it's obviously been hammered today, so it's not going to look great with stripes or anything. We put some grass seed down the back. It might not take because it's December, or tomorrow is December. If it doesn't take, I'm not bothered, I'll just put some more on in the spring. And there's the trees. There's the cherry, and I'm sure one's a plum. But whatever, anyway, it's pruned. And tidy. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.